Okay, let's take a look at making a blog with the eleventy static site generator in the Sanity backend, all hosted on Netlify. Okay, here I am at sanity.io. I'll log in, it's going to remember me. So it takes me here. You see I've done a couple of projects here, blog with Gatsby and blog with eleventy. If you want to create a new project, you can click this and it will give you some instructions on how to do it on your local and your terminal. But if you go to Get Started, and then you go over here with to starter projects and then see all starter projects. This is where I went to create the thing I'm going to show you. Also, I blog with Gatsby I created from here, portfolio with Gatsby, a whole bunch of other ones, Next.js, events with Next.js, and then this blog with eleventy is the one I'm going to show you. So I created what I'm going to show you by clicking this. So let's go back to where I was, and I'm going to click into my blog with eleventy project. So up here is the link to the actual Sanity backend. So I'm going to click on that. And here I am at the Sanity backend for this thing. And up at the top, it gives you some help videos. If you scroll down a little bit, it shows you here Sanity Studio and your blog website. So both Sanity itself and the blog are both hosted on Netlify. So Sanity doesn't have, to my knowledge, its own place to host things. It partners with Netlify. So when you create a Sanity backend, it hosts it on Netlify. And also the blog that we're going to look at with eleventy is hosted on Netlify. Scroll down here, it gives me some other project information. And then over here, it shows my recent blog posts. So let's make a new blog post. I'm going to go into here, and then I'm going to click plus, blog post. I'll just do something really simple just to do it fast. The slug is going to be the path. One thing I notice, if you don't select a date here, it won't publish it. So I'm not going to do an image or anything just to make it fast. And I'll just put test here. All right, I'm going to click publish. Okay, it says it's published. Let's go back to settings. I'm sorry, let's go back to blog with eleventy. So although it says it's published, it's not going to show up on the website. So let's click view here to actually look at the website. So nothing to look at, but this is what the eleventy blog looks like. And if I go back here, and you can see that I don't see that new test one. So what I have to do is deploy. So I click deploy here. And now it's going to build on Netlify, the new build of the Netlify site. I mean, sorry, of the eleventy site. So this is going to take a while to build, so I'm going to stop the video and come back. Okay, I'm back, and you can see the build was successful. So if we go over to the blog again, we should see that test. Yep, there's the test. All right, so that's how you edit content using Sanity and eleventy. Let's go back. So Sanity uses GraphQL. That's what this pink logo is for its back end. And the setup with eleventy is that it's querying GraphQL for the data and then doing its build process to create the blog post itself. So I'm going to go into the code a little bit just to show you some stuff. This is the repo for what you were just looking at. There's a studio folder, there's a web folder. The studio is obviously for the Sanity Studio part, and the web folder is for the eleventy part. I'm really just going to briefly show you some things here. So you can see that it uses Nunjuck's templating language. So you can see here that this is the template for a post, where you've got the post title, you've got the post body, etc. And then you've got some front matter up here, which is similar to what you can do with markdown files. And this is telling it to use this layout. There's the base layout. So it's using this as the base layout and then using this as the data, telling you what data to get. And that's all in the includes folder. When it does its build thing, it gets built into the site folder, which does not get committed to the repo. That gets built up on Netlify. So there's way more to talk about here, but I just wanted to briefly show you what the structure of the code looks like.